Capricorn, welcome to your new moon in Aquarius reading, and I hope this finds you well with this hitting your second house. Yeah, hey, I think somebody could be showing you the money, possibly. This could be a new beginning for you with your personal income, possessions, or, on a more emotional level, maybe with your self-worth, okay? I do see some unexpected twists and turns maybe coming up with your children or having to do with your childhood. For some of you, maybe a creative project. I'm also seeing possibly with your dating life, going out, having some fun, those kind of areas of your life where you can be creative and create something. So we'll see what the overarching message is. And we have narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. Well, I think you are. I mean, you're going to be very strategic. I don't know a Capricorn who does not have strategy and agenda always at their side and a ledger running in their head at all times. Oh my gosh. Okay, so but it looks like you're ascending. Honestly, can I say it looks like you are ascending and maybe getting to a higher level or seeing a bigger picture view of something. Super positive, and there's some growth there. Might be small, but it's significant. Okay, let's see what this is about. The narrow pathway. I feel like there's going to be some kind of a door or window that opens. It might not be a huge opening, but it's there. It's a small beginning, and it might be with work. It's not you or somebody else, maybe getting a work opportunity or what you're going to decide to work on. And it might have to do with a feminine energy, a mother, a wife, potentially with the Empress. But a really fantastic omen for there being some kind of growth and expansion and abundance. I'm really digging it. So some of you have been hoping and wishing that something would maybe take off and expand and bring in more abundance. For some of you, there's something having to do with fertility here as well. Something about giving life and serving life and thriving, wanting something to grow and thrive. Something that has actually worked to your benefit has been an issue of increased or added responsibility or burden. It's a wild message, but maybe you took on some responsibilities that is showing up in a position of actual positivity in some way. It might have been stressful at times. You might have felt like you were the only one doing the work, or that, you weren't getting the help with the work, but it seems to be serving you in some way. What's proving to be a blockage is changes going on, and it could be really intense, deep, profound changes, maybe having to do with the Scorpio. But I'm seeing that it could also be about a separation of some kind. Maybe you were separated from someone or something. Yet the positive here is, and I'm going to say also, this is about money or opportunities, and you've been kind of going through a dark time or a dry spell. It's up from here, right? Because this is a death and rebirth cycle. So yes, it has been a blockage that maybe you were on the death end of the cycle, so to speak. You know what I mean? And you've been waiting and waiting on things to change and look up again and come into this rebirth. But oddly, here we have, it's coming. It's in gestation. It's growing. It's going to happen. What may unexpectedly occur is possibly involving a Sagittarius or a Cancer. And I am seeing possibly a trip or travel. Some of you may be involving a car, something with a car. But again, I'm seeing that this may have to do with a creative project taking off and moving forward, and you really doing something that is actually in your rightful path. This is major arcana where, look, when this thing finally takes off, it's going to take off, and it might happen very unexpectedly. Let me see what this Chariot is about. Oh, wow, and that went in reverse. So this might have been an issue where somebody wasn't making a decision, they were putting off a decision, or somebody was uncomfortable about the decision, or if they made a decision and put it out there, somebody didn't get the message. And maybe in the past there was a feeling that there was some kind of bad omen attached to this travel or this movement or this progress. Like it might have been a timing issue or an uncomfortable truth, or somebody just didn't feel good about it. But it looks like that's coming in reverse, okay? Like somebody is finally going to get the green light, and it's going to feel good on an issue that in the past seemed to be out of sync, out of timing, not vibing, something like that. It's going to suddenly shift is what I'm getting. But what is this death rebirth cycle that you've been in? I think this has to do, this is very Plutonic, and Pluto is in your second house of money right now, values. So things are changing, things are looking up, and yes, it might have to do with a family member. It might also have to do with a health issue where things are going to start hopefully changing in a positive way. And again, this is similar to that card in that it indicates something growing and thriving. It indicates fertility, fruition, right? There might have been something going back from last, I'd say over a year now. Somebody cut off something that being given, or cut off giving to something that was reckless. Something far away. Somebody wanted something, and it might have been really out of reach for them, and somebody was not wanting to take a risk or a gamble, so they weren't giving to it. And something maybe needed to be, maybe in a family dynamic or a health issue, something needed to be cut out. I don't know if some of you have had surgery, if this is a health issue, and not giving to any kind of risky behavior. Or I'm also getting something about unpredictability, something unpredictable. I'm getting a lot here. It's that ocean is sucking me in and making me have this kind of almost lost feeling, like I'm lost in it, so let me move on, okay? But it looks like, again, I'm getting something about a timing issue that some of you have been taking on a responsibility or burden for quite some time, and it has to do with a very important person, a very important decision that was made, but it is showing up as having worked in your favor. And it seems like, there's been some struggle or competition to get growth, to nurture something, to get something to grow and thrive, to nourish something. There's been some kind of competition or strife or struggle to do this, possibly with this Empress. Again, I'm getting money again, and it might have to do with working on your money, working on your values, working on an exchange, maybe a business for some of you, but I'm getting a vocation, business, take it however it applies. But some of you, maybe just putting your head down, getting your nose to the grind. With that Eight of Pentacles there, you've been really diligent, it seems, very focused and working on stuff, working on your money, working on resources and exchange. I think that it's been not the easiest. I just saw this randomly off the side. Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely going to be getting some kind of promotion or increase or raise. And if it's not that, if you're saying, well, I'm retired, so I don't see how that's coming in. Well, it might be that one of these burdens that you have been bearing that maybe has been costing you money is something that you are going to be moving on from. There's maybe some unexpected change that comes in that allows you to move on from taking on that burden any longer, okay? Resistance, and I'm getting the resilience again, but I'm seeing growth is in your hands here, and creation, something again very fifth house, having to do with what it is that you are creating, a creative project, maybe involving children or dating partners, however it is. And let's see what other advice you get. Okay, Pandora's gift. After the storm, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. I really think this is about you. Again, another one about ascendance here, okay? That hold on, things are spiraling up, not down. Just hold on. There might be some dark things going on, but hold your ground because you're ascending upwards in this situation. And you're coming out of a time where maybe, yes, you have been in a bit of a storm, and there are some gifts awaiting you. And I think that things are going to progress unexpectedly. Yeah, I like that. I hope you are encouraged, and until next time, be blessed.